Hey there, welcome to the inner realms of wisdom, where timeless principles meet modern wisdom. Today we're diving into a discussion that holds great importance in both personal and professional growth. Managing your ego. This topic is not just about self-reflection, it's about enhancing how we interact with others and navigate challenges. Whether you're aware of it or not, the ego plays a huge role in how you interact with the world and perceive yourself. By understanding and controlling it, you can unlock a more fulfilling and authentic life. So if you're ready to journey towards becoming the best version of yourself, let's dive into the nature of ego, its impacts, and how you can master it. Let's start by understanding what the ego is. It's that part of you that reacts to the external world, hungry for approval and fearful of criticism. It's your social mask, the identity you present to the world. But when we let our ego dictate our lives, we risk becoming slaves to our desires and fears. Have you ever felt that twinge of defensiveness during a conversation, or that rush of pride when complimented? That's your ego in action. Recognizing these moments is the first step towards gaining control and using your ego as a tool rather than letting it control you. Now you may be thinking, is the ego inherently good or bad? It's easy to label it as a villain, but the truth is, the ego is a fundamental part of our human experience. It helps us navigate social structures and protects our self-esteem. However, problems arise when the ego goes unchecked. It can lead to destructive behaviors, strained relationships, and a distorted sense of self. By understanding its dual nature, we can appreciate the ego's role without letting it dominate our lives. So let's explore what triggers our ego and how we can manage its influence effectively. Understanding the triggers of ego is crucial in managing it. Our ego is often fueled by insecurities and past experiences. For example, if you've ever been criticized harshly, your ego might now react defensively to even constructive feedback, viewing it as a personal attack rather than helpful insight. Factors such as social comparisons, status anxiety, and even your upbringing can amplify this effect. In our digital age, with the constant showcase on social media, these tendencies can get worse, as you might find yourself measuring your worth against the polished lives of others. Let's say you found yourself struggling with your own ego in a common situation. Imagine you started a new fitness regimen and began sharing your progress on social media. Initially, it's motivating, but soon you notice an overwhelming concern with how many likes and comments each post receives. This focus can turn your healthy initiative into a source of stress and competition, distorting the true intent of your efforts. Our society often perpetuates the belief that our value is tied to being the best or having the most, which fuels the ego and detracts from our real happiness. These societal pressures can push you to constantly seek external validation, tying your self-esteem closely to how others perceive your achievements. By recognizing these triggers, whether internal insecurities or external pressures, you can start to unravel them. Reflecting on why you react in certain ways allows you to understand and manage your ego better, guiding you towards responses that are aligned with your true self, not just reflex reactions conditioned by past experiences. Our ego doesn't just affect us, it ripples out to those around us as well. When our ego takes the driver's seat, it can lead to behaviors that push others away, create conflict, and reduce our overall life satisfaction. For example, an inflated ego can make us overly competitive, turning even friendly situations into arenas where only one person can come out on top. This can damage relationships and create a lonely environment, even for successful individuals. Another example is how the ego can lead to poor decision-making. When we're too caught up in maintaining a certain image or proving ourselves, we might make choices that aren't in our best interest or aligned with our true values. This can be seen in cases where individuals stay in unfulfilling jobs or relationships simply because they feel it's expected of them, or because leaving might appear as a failure. Moreover, consider the impact on teamwork and collaboration. A team where members are driven by ego rather than collective goals will likely struggle. Each member might prioritize personal recognition over the success of the project, leading to conflicts and inefficiencies. By recognizing how our ego shapes our interactions and decisions, we can start to take steps to mitigate its negative effects and foster more meaningful connections and choices. Now let's delve into some practical steps you can take to better manage your ego and turn it into a positive force in your life. First up, Practice self-awareness. It's crucial to start noticing your thoughts and reactions as they occur. Ever found yourself feeling suddenly defensive or overly proud? That's your ego stepping in. By using mindfulness or meditation, you can start to catch these moments. Ask yourself, what's really triggering me here? Understanding these triggers helps you choose responses that reflect your true intentions, not just your reflexes. Next, embrace humility. Humility is not about diminishing your accomplishments. It is about acknowledging that no one has all the answers and appreciating the unique value that others bring. Try to appreciate others' contributions and accept feedback without feeling attacked. This doesn't just reduce your ego's need for constant validation, it also enriches your relationships. Now let's talk about cultivating gratitude. This is a powerful tool for ego management. By focusing on what you're thankful for, you shift your perspective from what's missing to what's abundant in your life. Make it a habit to jot down a few things you're grateful for every day. This practice can significantly diminish the ego's influence by bringing joy and satisfaction into the present moment. Moving on, seek true fulfillment. Engage in activities that resonate with your core values, not just those that earn you applause or recognition. Whether it's pursuing a hobby, helping others, or simply spending quality time with loved ones, find joy in the act itself, not the accolades it might bring. Lastly, develop empathy and compassion. By focusing on the feelings and experiences of others, you naturally reduce your self-centered tendencies. When someone is speaking, really listen, without planning your next response or judgment. Consider volunteering or participating in community service. These acts of kindness connect you to a broader narrative and help dissolve the barriers your ego builds around you. By integrating these strategies into your daily life, you can manage your ego effectively and create a more balanced and fulfilling existence. In conclusion, managing your ego is not about suppressing it. It's about understanding and integrating it into your life in a way that serves you and those around you. Remember, your ego is not your enemy. It's a part of who you are. By embracing self-awareness, humility, gratitude, and compassion, you transform your ego from a potential source of conflict to a tool for growth and connection. As we wrap up today's video, I encourage you to reflect on how your ego shows up in your life and what steps you can take to manage it. It's a journey that requires patience and persistence, but the rewards are well worth it. Thank you for joining me today at the Inner Realms of Wisdom. Keep pushing forward, embrace the learning, and remember, in the conquest to become the best version of yourself, your greatest ally is a well-understood ego. Stay tuned for more insights, and until next time, let's continue to grow and transform together.